Welcome all of you, the viewers of Poland Daily Culture. My name is Maria Kądzielska-Koper, and today we are talking about the religious rights. With me on Skype is Aaron Rhodes, a human rights activist and a writer. Aaron, thank you very much for calling us.
It's my pleasure.
Aaron, you're calling us from Germany, from Hamburg, even though being American, and you are also the president of a Forum of Religious Freedom Europe, which is a non-governmental organization. My obvious question is, are religious rights in Europe at stake, and in what form?
I would mention two tendencies. One is the kind of ideological secularism of a lot of European politicians, and you find in the European Parliament and in national governments and so on there are really evidences of disrespect for religious beliefs, especially which come out in for example. The tendency of these political bodies to jump on the question of abortion and not respect the beliefs of many religious communities that very much oppose abortion. But and the other thing I would mention is that many European countries are banning religious clothing, and I think that our organization our little NGO is one of the very few in Europe that has come out against these headscarf bans and so on, which are just completely ridiculous. I mean. And there's something that alienate Muslims, and just encourage the belief that Muslims can't be integrated into European society, and I think that when the French government originally started this, a long time ago, and with these bans, and we thought, oh yeah, well, the European Court of Human Rights is going to knock that down because it's so clearly in contradiction to the European Convention. But no, the European Court of Human Rights upheld this ban on headscarves with some of the most absurd language, which has nothing to do with the convention. And I think that it's a failure of the human rights community also to speak out clearly about this. But it reflects kind of confusion, because many human rights activists are concerned about women's rights, and they feel that many Muslim girls, which is true, are forced to wear these headscarves, and so that such a ban is in their favor. But this is confusing two different questions, and I think we really have to stick with principles in protecting human rights and protecting the religious freedom.
Well, I would say France is in this difficult situation where it wouldn't like to tolerate any form of religion. So everything should be in the private sphere, not in a public sphere.
Well, the French have been very, very abusive of small religious movements for many decades, and it's this laïcité question is transformed into sort of an anti-religious question.
Altogether as an en masse, which is of course a difficulty in this case that when you have Islam and Christianity sort of fighting for their position in the country, and France wanted to get rid of this fight and this of, let's say, rights or discussion, and just altogether, so to ban everything form of religious belief and make the society absolutely secular, which is of course extremely difficult and is a form of violating the human rights. Aaron, thank you very much for sharing this. This is of course a thought to all of us, how difficult is also this sort of balance between different rights and different values, and what is more important, what is less important. And this is also, of course, a question to Poland, which will be facing probably very soon as well, with a bigger and bigger community of Orthodox community, which is growing right now in Poland. We'll see what the answer of our government and our legislature and of the society. And to all of you, the viewers of Poland Daily Culture, thank you very much for watching our show.